Hi everyone, Amy Kennedy here, ceramic artist from Melbourne, Australia. I have been having a number of calls over the past few weeks, and a common thread is coming up in many of these calls. So I think when this happens, I have to do a video about it because it means something. So I was having a conversation with an artist who is going to join the International Artist Program. It's a program that I run on artist residencies, and we're talking about her work and what she makes, and it was amazing. And she told me this story about when she was going to join a group that works in her medium, that was going to be a discussion group, a support group, a networking group of that sort. And she went along to that group, and as soon as she got there, she realized that she wasn't what they were expecting, and they weren't what she was expecting. Anyway, it just wasn't the right fit, and it was a pretty deflating and disappointing experience. But the thing is, she didn't persevere with that group when she knew it wasn't right. She didn't grumble about it. She didn't go home and stay isolated and not see anyone. What she did is she took that experience and she actually created her own group in the way that she wanted to do it. And she was telling me about how she runs this group, and it was so inspiring. Another artist I was talking to, she lives in regional Victoria, and there's an established art group in her area. She's been along a few times, but it's not the right fit for her. People are at different stage of their career, different personalities, nothing against them, but she knows it's just not quite right. But she has pinpointed some other individuals in her community that she thinks feel the same way. And I hope she is going to reach out to them and maybe start her own small group where they can support each other, discuss their work and ideas, and really be connected. And then another artist I was talking to, she has recently set up an online residency group with her and two of her colleagues from overseas. And next year they're going to have a 1-month residency program together. They've got it structured, and she has done this herself. So I was just so inspired by all these stories, the initiative that people are taking to set up their own groups in unique ways, especially when an established group might not be working for them. So I wanted to share these conversations with you to encourage you to do a reassessment of the groups that you are currently involved in. These could be networking groups, support groups, discussion groups, groups where you create, the whole gamut. But to ask yourself, is this group lifting me up, giving me energy? I look forward to going. The people are fun to hang out with. They're doing exciting things. We have stimulating discussions. They're moving forward with their art in different ways. And I'm really connected to them. Or is this group a bit of a chore? It's a little bit boring. It doesn't lift me up. It's a bit humdrum, maybe a little bit of a negative, grumbly feel to it. Some groups can get like that. So I really encourage you to do an assessment of the groups that you are currently involved in. And then if you are in a situation where you don't have any group, and you don't have to have a group, some people love working by themselves. That's where they thrive. So you don't need a group. Personally, I really like being by myself most of the time, but then when there is a good group, I get a lot from it. So if you don't have a group, but you're sort of looking for one or been thinking about one, think, what do I want from this group? Is there something already established that I can tap into, an art group in my area, something in person, something online? Or do I know a few like-minded people that I could contact and feel out and see if they wanted to join a small group with me? And the other thing I wanted to say is that if you are in a group and it has gotten a little bit humdrum, same, it's a bit of a chore, instead of kicking it to the curb straight away, is to think, how can we enliven it? How can we possibly change the structure? Wake it up a bit. Don't just get rid of it straight away, but there might be just a slight thing you need to shift or re-energize that group, and it could be a really good benefit to do that. So I hope that might be useful for you to think about the groups that you're in. What do you need? What do you not want? Who do you want to hang around with? Fun people. It's usually the main thing, that they're fun and positive and they're doing things. That's the main reasons I like to be involved in groups, and that are very supportive and good listeners and all of that. So yeah, I hope that's useful for you. I was very inspired by all the conversations that I was having with these beautiful artists and makers, and the great initiative they were taking for themselves, taking the power back, really, something's not working for me. How can I create something that really works for me? So I hope that's useful for you, gets you thinking, and I will see you next week.